MrBeast and Jacksepticeye was definitely not on my bingo card of two YouTubers who would be beefing together. But it seems like that's the case at this point, and there's a lot of different opinions about this entire drama, so let's get into it, you guys. So if you know of MrBeast, you know that he doesn't typically get himself in any creator drama or anything of that nature. He's usually just doing his own thing on his YouTube channel, filming videos, pumping out content, and just minding his own business. But this time he clapped back after YouTuber Jacksepticeye had some comments to make about him on a recent YouTube video. Jacksepticeye was recently featured in a YouTube video with Tommy in it and a bunch of other friends, and they decided to do a lie detector test. Once it was Jacksepticeye's turn to do the lie detector test, he was asked questions about MrBeast. He was asked questions about MrBeast's authenticity as a creator, as well as whether he ruined YouTube or not. It's no surprise that MrBeast is one of the biggest YouTubers in the platform, and he's definitely played a role in YouTube content as a whole and how much it's shifted over the last couple of years, especially specifically for his niche. And this part of the lie detector test was what caused this entire drama. It caused MrBeast to clap back at Jacksepticeye after seeing this clip, after it started circulating all over Twitter, and it became a whole mess.
Now Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like MrBeast?
No.
Jack, do you think MrBeast ruined YouTube?
Yes.
Now, in all honesty, Jack, why?
Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun.
You just don't think you had fun playing Squid Games? You don't think you had fun riding on yachts? Building wells in Africa? I don't know.
If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer. We'd see the fun.
Ooh.
Now, Jack's videos himself are pretty lengthy, and that's because he mostly does reaction type of videos, or it's just him playing video games. And so that's why his videos are necessarily longer, and they're just not really highly edited or have a lot of production going into them. It's just him sitting in his room, recording himself playing a game. And even though he does have a huge fan base that actually do enjoy that content, which there's nothing wrong with, people thought it wasn't right that he was just basically shitting on MrBeast when he puts so much effort into his content. I mean, the type of production that MrBeast does is probably almost equivalent to what major movie production companies are doing. MrBeast himself has even said in plenty of interviews in the past that there's a lot of attention to detail when it comes to planning out, filming, and editing his videos, which isn't to discredit Jack's content, but to point out the differences in the type of work that goes into their content. This clip instantly went viral on Twitter, and MrBeast actually ended up snapping at Jacksepticeye on Twitter after he saw this clip where he was basically talking about him. MrBeast responded and said, "So I ruined YouTube because I didn't buy a mansion and sports cars and instead reinvested my money into making content / being focused on doing good and inspiring kids to help people." End quote. If he had fun, the videos would be longer. What does that even mean? LOL. You think I'd give up every hour of my life for 14 years if I didn't have fun? This clip is insanely disrespectful in my opinion, and obviously there is so much I could say about his content, but I'll just take the punches and be the bigger man. Sigh. And everyone was just like, MrBeast absolutely destroyed Jacksepticeye with his response. But not everyone was on MrBeast's side. Here's what many people over on Twitter had to say. One person posted a comparison side-by-side tweet, one being of Jacksepticeye and one of MrBeast, and it talked about how they felt about content creation. The tweet that MrBeast put out was from a couple of days ago, and it was basically of him talking about how he was burnt out from all the content creation he's been having to do, due to the nature of his video content and how much effort goes into creating them. He said, "In order to upload weekly videos later this year, I've been filming every single day and only have a couple days off filming between now and the end of the year, and I'm dying mentally. I hope you guys love these videos when they go up. I'm pushing myself to the max to get them done." And this other tweet in comparison was of Jacksepticeye's from just yesterday, where he wrote, "I've been doing this for close to 11 years and I still get super giddy and excited by new games all the time. I love video games." And someone responded saying, "I don't think that implies he's not having fun. He has all the money in the world. He could retire and live on a private island for the rest of his life. Do you think he's doing this for anything other than fun?" I understand both of them. Jack isn't really wrong, but I think a lot of people will ignore the points on purpose. MrBeast is like the Wipeout show. It's awesome, it's hilarious. I'm gonna watch it every time I see it, but it's also just flashy eye candy that's meant to get viewers first and foremost. He's right. MrBeast has raised the bar too high. There were some people who were rooting for Jacksepticeye's content and how he's taken the whole YouTube game, and others talking about how MrBeast has taken the whole YouTube game. There were definitely differing opinions, so let's get into what people over on Twitter had to say about this entire situation. MrBeast works harder and becomes more successful. Funny how that works, right? One person commented on why MrBeast felt the need to respond to Jacksepticeye not liking his content, saying, why does he care who does and doesn't like his content? He just hit 1 billion subscribers and is worrying about one person that may not agree with what he's putting out. Be for real. This person said, millionaires arguing. Looks like they would have better things to do. MrBeast has a point. Like, you're looking at a man that actually puts effort into his videos and reinvests. He didn't go to the streamies because he was working. Hasn't YouTube always been about views? I'm sure if any of the big YouTubers didn't have much views, they wouldn't keep going, including Jack. And that's actually true. MrBeast didn't attend the streamies, and while a lot of creators don't usually attend less popular events like the streamies, MrBeast has talked about how important it is to reinvest into his channel because he really does care about YouTube content and everything that goes within it.
Are you investing any of your own money separate from everything else? Like, do you take any of it for yourself, put it off to the side, and invest
I
it?
reinvest everything. I want to just literally all I want to do is make the best videos possible.
Yeah.
That's why I live in the studio right over there. So I don't I'm not worried about paying for a mansion. I don't drive a Lamborghini. I purposely have a really dumbed down lifestyle. So because it gives you freedom. Most people can't reinvest in a business because when they get to this level, they're worried about their $10 million mansion. They're 4 or 5 cars and insurance and keeping up with that. And then their second home and all these other things. I just cut it all out. I have no personal debt or things, that I have to pay for. So I can just go all in on the business because it's doesn't even...
He's just super serious about the whole YouTube game, and it's something that he's mentioned several times that he is actually passionate about. That he would make content and put effort into making every one of his videos better each time for the rest of his life. Even Ethan Klein from H3 commented on the situation, and he said, he's wrong for that, Jimmy, and no disrespect to Jacksepticeye. He's a nice guy by all accounts, but he spent the majority of his career posting 2 Let's Plays per day. You don't post that hard unless you're trying to make a lot of money, let's be real. And dude, you post Let's Plays, not exactly the pinnacle of artistry and effort. I'm not a MrBeast simp at all, but this is all just objective truth, and trust me, I know a hater when I see one, because I am one. Now, it's been several hours since the time of recording this video, and it turns out MrBeast and Jack have both squashed the beef. MrBeast tweeted out that they messaged each other, and apparently they're on good terms now. Anyways, guys, this has been the beef with Jacksepticeye and MrBeast, and MrBeast clapping back at him. I definitely want to know what you guys think. Also, what do you think about people's opinions about Jacksepticeye and MrBeast as a content creator on YouTube, and how much they've contributed to YouTube? I definitely want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.